Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage, Tommy Lasorda.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Why, let me ask you something. Why didn't I ever get this kind of introduction in San Francisco? Yes, sir, we hate them. And we hate the Giants. Right. I remember one day I went up there and Willie Mays wanted to see me. So I said to the young man, I said, go in that clubhouse and see if Willie Mays is there. So Willie come out, and in his high-pitched voice, he said, why don't you come on in? I said, Willie, I wouldn't walk in that clubhouse if God told me to. And I said, we hate the Giants, Willie. He said, you ain't the manager anymore. I said, no, but I'm still a Dodger, and the Dodgers hate the Giants. Now, let me tell you something. I've seen a couple jerseys in here. They're spies. They got angel shirts on. If they want to come, they better go down I-5. That's where they belong. You know, You know what I say? You know what I say? The only angels are up in heaven, and they're all ex-Dodgers. I want to tell you this. This has been long coming for this right now, what is happening here, right here today. You know, you fans have supported the Dodgers year after year after year. And I've said it many times, you are the greatest fans in all of baseball. But the one thing I know you want, and that's the world championship in baseball. You deserve it. You deserve it. And we're going to give it to you this year. You see in that film, you just saw me dancing. I'll tell you about that. Before I went to spring training in 1988, I said to the people down there, speaking to them from the side of City Hall, I said, go buy your tickets now, because in October, we're all going to be dancing in the streets. And by golly, we did dance in the streets. But I'm going to say this right now. We're going to dance again this year. We've had a great manager, a great general manager, and great ownership here. When Frank McCourt and Jamie took over the Dodgers, I remember the first speech he made in spring training. He said, we must do a lot for our community. We must give something back to the fans. And that has happened this year. We got to give you a world championship. That's what we have to give you. You know, I've said this many, many times. I've said this many times. This game does not belong to the owners. It doesn't belong to the players. It belongs to the fans. And I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you why. You can have a beautiful stadium. You can have a great team. But if no one goes through those turnstiles, you're going to have to shut the door down. And you're going to see there are three types of people. Number one is the one who makes it happen. Number two is the one who watches it happen. And number three is the one who wonders what has happened. We have made it happen this year. And we haven't stopped either. We're going to continue right along. We're going to have a big win. We're going to have a big win after the Fall Classic. I believe it. You must believe it. The manager must believe it. The players must believe it. If they believe it, they can achieve it. They have a good team of talent, a lot of good ball players. There's no stopping us. We're going to knock the Cubs off. And then we're going to wait for the next round.
Let's take care of the first
I don't
round.
know who it'll be. All I know is we will be in the World Series.
Let me jump in here, Tommy.
Anytime.
I don't think you people are aware of this. Maybe some of you know, but last Monday was a pretty important day. Last Monday was Tommy's 81st birthday.
80 years old, 60 years coming up next year. 60 with the Dodgers.
Tommy, nobody knows more about Dodger baseball than you. So let's talk about this team real quick. What is it about Joe Torre? What makes Joe Torre such a great manager?
Well, Joe brought a lot of victories with him over the years. He spent 16 years managing for the Yankees. That is a great thing. That is a great accomplishment.
Who are the Yankees playing in the first round? I forget.
That's right. That's right. But Joe's in the playoffs.